Hey, it's Bri, and today you're smoking with me. I'm about to twist up. Let me just go ahead and take a sip of my wine really quick. It's not a Bri video if it's not a glass of wine. Like, let's just be real here. Let me tell you guys what happened today. I was telling my friend today, and this is the friend who I was with when I was in Atlanta. But for the sake of conversation, because it is gonna get messy, I'm gonna give her a fake name. So we're gonna call her Melanie. So my friend Melanie, who invited me to stay with her in Atlanta, and you guys know I was in Atlanta for a cool ass minute. I was talking to her today because she has made the decision that she is gonna come back home to LA. If you think LA is fake, please go to Atlanta. And to be honest, I miss my bitch. Like, before I went to Atlanta, we was close, but it wasn't like when we were in high school, because when we were in high school, we shared the same best friend. So obviously we were closer because we had the same best friend. And then we became adults, and our friendship kind of like transformed into an acquaintanceship or a business partnership. Like, I could honestly say that this friend has quite literally put money in my pockets. If you guys don't have a friend that is willing to put you in a position to make money, please reevaluate everybody that you friends with, bitch, because the kind of friends that you need are the friends that are gonna help you get to the next level. And I'm just now learning that because I'm tired of being around loser ass bitches. Spending that time in Atlanta with my friend, being homesick together, getting a deeper understanding of each other and like what we want out of life, I genuinely believe was God's plan. Because after my trip to Atlanta, I can honestly say I came back a totally different person. Like, Atlanta changed me for the better because it taught me what I don't want and who I don't want to be. The blunt is officially rolled, so let's spark up. I don't even want to hear anything about my nails because I'm going to go get them fixed tomorrow. This is why I spent the whole beginning of the video talking about Atlanta and how my friend is coming back home. I decided to film this smoke with me video because I want to know what it is about me where I could be gone August, September, October. I could be gone for 3 months and I'm still living in a bitch mind rent free. I stay on her mind, I got condos in that bitch head. My friend Melanie, she has a roommate. And if I'm really being honest with you, all the way up until I literally sat in front of this camera, I wanted to cuss my friend roommate out.
No, you're not gonna call me no bitch, because I'm not none of these girls. I'm gonna whip your ass, because I'm not none of them. So you gonna let me go.
When I was in Atlanta, obviously I wasn't doing a lot of vlogging, and I wasn't doing a lot of vlogging because we were going to like a lot of white bars. And at first, I didn't really care. Like, my first week out there, I didn't really care. But then it kind of got to a point where I was like, I don't think I'm getting the full Atlanta experience. And I felt like I wasn't getting the full Atlanta experience because I spent most of my trip in random ass dive bars. Now, granted, Melanie's roommate, she works at a car dealership in like the sticks of Georgia. I'm assuming that that lifestyle has rubbed off on her. I mean, let's be real.
Hell yes, I am.
I definitely feel like Melody's roommate has an issue with being like a people pleaser, because a lot of the time when Melanie and I were getting ready to go out, she would be like rushing the hell out of us, and we would be like, why are we gonna rush? Like, we are works of art. We're the bad bitches. Like, people wait for the bad bitches to show up. Why would I be in a rush to get to the club on time when I know the way that I'm about to show up looking, I'm gonna get in for free anyway? Like, I'm gonna get in that bitch anyway. I'd rather show up late looking bomb as fuck than show up early looking regular, and then I'm mad when I can't get in the club, which will never happen. But still, did I overstay my welcome in Atlanta? Absolutely. I absolutely overstayed my welcome, but I also was having a good time. I was waiting for my friend to tell me to go home. Her roommate, that's not my problem. I'm not y'all roommate. If you tell your roommate to tell me to go home, and then I hear it from my friend, okay, Brianna, it's time for you to go home, then that's a different conversation. But this girl was like being passive aggressive the whole fucking time. To be honest, I really don't even feel like going into detail, but for the sake of the story, for the sake of the video, I will tell you that a lot of the stuff that Melanie was complaining to me about when she was telling me why she's coming back home to LA, I experienced firsthand being in that house with them for over a month. I have lived in roommate situations before, and I have lived in roommate situations with more than one girl before. So I knew when I went to Atlanta, 3 girls in one house, eventually one bitch is gonna get weird. And I thank God that it wasn't the girl that invited me. I thank God that my friend Melanie is equally as solid as I am. You feel what I'm saying? It got to the point when I was in Atlanta, I told Melanie straight up when we was smoking, I was like, I feel like your roommate is jealous. Because one minute she's in my face, oh, can you help me do my makeup? She trying to have heart-to-heart conversations. She trying to talk to me about my mom, trying to bond over family trauma. And then the next minute is like, I'm a mooch. I'm secretly trying to move in. I need to leave. Like,
you the fakest bitch in America. You're not a real person.
I am not the bitch to be doing that with. Like, if you have a problem with me, you better present it to me correctly or I will escalate that shit. I am not afraid of confrontation. If somebody has an issue with me, I will escalate that shit, bitch. Come out wherever you are. You have a problem, bitch? What's up? And so it really got like that awkward where, first of all, let me tell you why it was getting awkward. My friend's roommate always had people over the house. Always. It was always people. I was always meeting new people. And I'm just not that kind of person. Like, I don't need to know everybody. I'm not desperate for friends. I don't care if people think I'm friendly or not. If the spirit moves me to talk to you, I'm gonna talk to you, and it's gonna be in a private moment where it's not like for the group to see that we're getting along. We're really for real gonna connect. I mean, I don't even have time to explain myself, but it got to a point where it was getting awkward because towards the end of my trip, I kind of was like losing control of my attitude. Like, that whole be the bigger person, I was not interested in being a bigger person at all. So Melanie's birthday was last month and she actually came out here, but because of like my schedule, I ended up missing her birthday and I was not able to spend time with her, and I felt really bad about that. You know how I take breaks from my channel? I have friends that like, they take breaks from their cell phones. So like, after I missed her birthday, I wasn't really hearing much from Melanie, but I knew it wasn't because she was mad. I knew it was because she was in hermit mode. Like, she was self-reflecting. She was trying to figure out what she wants out of life. Because every time anybody travels, they get this energy of, okay, like, well, what do I want? Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about in the comments below. But every time I take a trip and I come back home, I definitely do like some self-evaluation. I'm like, okay, how am I gonna go on my next trip? Do I like where I live? Do I want to move? So I already knew like she wasn't mad at me because I missed her birthday. She was just like getting herself together. Today was the first time that we really was texting back and forth. And she texted me last night. Actually, now that I think about it. And she gave me a heads up. She was like, look, bitch, I'm not gonna tell you what's going on right now because I'm way too angry. I'm just giving you a heads up. It's some bullshit going on. That's why I've been MIA. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Now, today is tomorrow. I noticed that Melanie's roommate started watching my Instagram stories. That is important because a few days ago, like literally 4 or 5 days ago, I was on Instagram and I was like, why am I still following this girl? Like, she don't like none of my pictures. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't engage with me. And I actually spent time around her. Like, usually when you hang out with people and you were like around them, they engage with your pictures. They leave comments. She literally turned into a ghost follower as soon as I left. And I was just like thinking to myself, like, why are we both being fake? We both don't like each other. We might as well just unfollow each other. But we are not unfollowing each other because we don't want Melanie to feel like there's beef, because we don't want Melanie to be in an awkward situation. That's what happens when you reach a certain level of maturity. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it PG-13 for my friend, or I'm gonna keep it PG-13 because I don't feel like explaining myself. You get what I'm saying? But fortunately for me, I'm reaching a point where I don't give a fuck. I mean, at all. So I think it's funny how I was 2 seconds from unfollowing her the other day, and then my friend tells me something going on, and then the day that my friend is gonna tell me the full story, all of a sudden her roommate is watching my stories and shit like that. I texted my friend. I actually texted Melanie and I was like, why is your roommate watching my stories all of a sudden? And then girl, she started telling me what was going on. Now, I'm not gonna tell you guys what actually transpired when I was in Atlanta because I talked to my mom recently and she explained to me that just because I do this YouTube shit and I don't have a problem putting my business out there doesn't mean that other people are okay with that. And I have to respect that. So I'm gonna take this time in this video to practice that and to respect the privacy of these young women. I feel like that's just fair, especially since bitches want to sue me over story times. I am having so much fun filming this video. I love my job, I swear. Like, let me get another glass. So yeah, my friend pretty much told me everything that was going on since I've been back home. See, I'm the perfect person to talk to about things like this because I understand what it feels like to come from a place of like hurt and just feeling like betrayed and feeling like you've had enough. Like, I know what it feels like when it's like that 10th sword in your back and you're like, I never want to experience this again. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that I don't experience this again. So I'm very happy that my friend felt comfortable enough to like tell me like, yes bitch, I've been writing songs, I've been putting this shit in the music. I'm so happy she told me that because that lets me know that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm aligned with the right people, because that's exactly how I would handle it. Like, for instance, I'm going on dates. I've started dating again, right? I'm running into some straight, like, crazy. And instead of me taking it personally, instead of me becoming a man hater, tweeting all this stuff and making all these videos about why men deserve less, I'm just turning it into a story time. I'm just seeing it as a lesson. I'm choosing to see the positive, even in the weirdo shit. And it made me happy to see that my homegirl is on the same page. So look, up until this point in the video, I have tried to be mature. You know, I've tried to be the bigger person. And now, towards the end, like if you made it this far, I'm really about to tell you how I feel. So when my friend was telling me why she coming back home, she sent me a screenshot of a long ass text. This was actually not even a text. This was a thesis, this was a syllabus, this was a whole ass essay. And when my friend sent me the screenshot of the text, I was like, first of all, this is doing way too much because she literally lived in the next room. Like, there's no way you're gonna live under the same roof as me and I feel like I need to text you something this long. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of felt like that was disrespectful and I felt like that was a little cowardly, right? At first, I wasn't gonna read the screenshot because I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I don't live there. Like, when I tell you I take pride in being delusional, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Like, if I feel like it has nothing to do with me, I'm not about to make it pertain to me in any fucking way. Like, I got enough stuff to worry about. I don't need to worry about how a bitch feel about me or drama in another household. Like, bitch, I'm fighting my own demons. I promise you, I have way too much going on to care. This is my selfish era for real. So when I went back and I read the text message, because at this point the tea was piping hot, I'm like, I gotta read this text. Let me just read it. So I'm skimming through the text. She making stuff up about my homegirl. I mean, she literally making stuff up about her. I kind of see where she was coming from, but when you're used to people being jealous of you for no reason, you know when a bitch is being a hater. And it's like, she tried to paint my friend out to be somebody that she's not. My homegirl is just a bad bitch. And if you don't hang out with bad bitches, you don't understand how bad bitches move and how bad bitches operate. If you don't want to get your feelings hurt, then hang out with girls on your level. But if you want to hang out with bad bitches who take their time, who are used to being treated and talked to a certain way, then, like, I mean, get with the fucking program. Don't be acting like we need to get with your program. No. Stop lying to yourself. At this point, it was way too relatable because I'm like, she really just gotta make shit up about you. Like, she's literally gonna lie on you to you. I was like, bitch, that's how you know she been talking shit about you behind your back. Because when somebody come to you and they start telling you, oh, you're like this and you're like this, girl, you know damn well that's a lie. You just been telling that to everybody to the point you think you could come tell me that shit and I'ma accept it. We're texting back and forth because my friend is like, exactly, like, how could she say some shit like that to me, right? And so I saw my name, bitch. You guys, I saw my name. Remember I told you, out of respect for these young women, I was not gonna tell you too much about what was going on in Atlanta or what happened in Atlanta? Because yeah, I saw my name. That's all y'all need to know. I saw my name and I was not expected to see my name because I've been gone for 3 months. I don't live there and I've been gone for 3 months. There's literally no fucking reason why my name should be brought up, bitch. Like, what the fuck? You was traumatized by my bad bitch aura? Like, that's why I have been talking this long to you, because I need y'all to help me understand, like, what do I do to people where I could be gone for 3 months? Like, bitch, we're probably never gonna talk again in our life, and you're bringing me up in a conversation between you and your roommate for what? I'm thousands of miles away. I'm literally 3 hours. I'm in another time zone. Bitch, when I tell you I was so fucking mad, I even had to ask Melanie. I was like, bitch, why did you send me this screenshot when you know how I am? You know how I am, bitch. And girl, oh, on my mama, I was like, this bitch literally had the audacity to say, you tried to gaslight me about the Bree situation. Mind you, I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. You telling your roommate that you need to have a talk with her, and I've been home for 3 months. Why the fuck is the talk about me, bitch? But to say that I am fucking clearly unstable on multiple levels, you know what, bitch? You better list every fucking level right now before I show you unstable, bitch. I swear to God, it was taking everything in me. Because my friend was like, don't say nothing. And I'm not going to say nothing because my friend, you know, she still got to live there. But at the same time, bitch, you're asking for it.
You're dying for it. Get off my back.
Do you not think that it hurts my feelings to a certain extent that people go out of their way to make me out to be something that I'm not? Just say that you don't understand me. Just say that you're not on my level. Just say that I possess something that you wish you had. But don't be sitting up here trying to say that I'm crazy, bitch, because I make a lot of sense a lot of times. That's why I'm the YouTuber of the group. That's why some people actually have to go to work, and they actually have to do the 9-to-5 thing, and they actually have to make their job their personality trait. Yeah, my personality is my job. Clearly, the unstable in multiple ways, it's working for me, bitch. See, my friend, she might be mature, but I'm not. I told Melanie, and I was dead serious. I was like, bitch, if you need me to come out there, if you need to get active, like, it's really nothing. I have a lot of time on my hands. Nothing bothers me more than a bitch that will be in your face. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, you so crazy. You so funny. Oh my God. Bree. Nothing irritates me more than a bitch that be in my face, my #1 fan. And then when I leave, I'm everything but the child of God. That is why I do the things that I do. That is why when I find out somebody don't like me, I'm like, really? Because it was never that way when you were in my face, bitch. So now I gotta turn up the heat. Since you're looking for a reason not to like me, let me give you one, sis. It feels so good to get in front of this camera and talk to you guys about it. Because at the end of the day, just because I know things doesn't mean I need to, like, react to it. And I'm really working on that. I feel like that's a big sign of maturity. Like, when you have the tea, but you go about it in a way that's respectful to you. And I feel like me getting on my channel and talking about this with you guys and just being brutally honest about how I feel about it with you guys is a way better way to direct my energy. Like, if we're talking about it from a spiritual standpoint, like, it just makes more sense to put my energy into talking to you guys about this and, like, using you guys as, like, a free form of therapy. It just makes more sense to bring this to the people that actually give a fuck than, like, go back and forth with somebody who has already made up their mind that I'm crazy. And I'm just like, damn, what is this, like the 500,000 2700th person that has just marked me off as crazy because they didn't understand my higher level of thinking? Why must I suffer for being gorgeous and smart? Why is that a curse? They don't tell you that in school, that if you're pretty, don't be smart, don't have a personality. They don't tell you that when you're growing up, but I'll tell you. Anyway, you guys, at the end of this video, I just want to say that it does kind of hurt my feelings. I could really be around people and show them who I genuinely am, and they will still, like, treat me like shit. Like, I always have the opportunity to be the bitch, and I don't take that opportunity. Like, by the time I came back home to LA, my friend already knew how I felt about her roommate. So I wasn't gonna be a messy ass bitch and keep dragging the situation when I knew the next time I was gonna see Melanie, the next time I was gonna see my friend, she was not gonna be in Atlanta. Why can't bitches think like me? Like, I'm not bringing you up. Why do you feel like you need to bring me up? What the fuck is up with that? I don't understand that. I own who I am. I own who the fuck I am. If I was really unstable, like you trying to make it seem, why the fuck would she be my friend? And why the fuck would she let me stay in her house for that long? You the bitch that seem unstable. You're the roommate that constantly needs to be surrounded by people. But I'm unstable. So at the end of the day, I was super triggered. And that's why I made this video. Because on my mama, I don't really be doing nothing to nobody but being myself. All I do is go around people and be myself. There's no rule that says, oh, when you get around other people, you need to change who you are. There's no fucking rule that says that. And if there's no money involved, I'm not finna do that, bitch. If I'm not getting paid, what's the point in doing that? What's the point of being fake if I'm not getting paid to do it? These people are so addicted to drama and they're not even getting paid for it. They're just going around making up bullshit. It's like, I can understand if you were a Carly Red or a Jocelyn Hernandez or a Nene. I can understand if you was doing it because you needed a storyline. You just out here addicted to drama and mess and confusion, bitch. That's exactly why the homegirl coming home. That's exactly why she coming home. So yes, am I gonna talk my shit? Absolutely. But that doesn't hide the fact, or that doesn't cover the fact that I'm tired of people doing this to me. If I was a fucked up person, it would be obvious. The way I live my life would be totally different if I was really as fucked up as people try to paint me out to be. I feel like I'm actually a good friend, and people have to go out of their way to slander me to cover up the fact that they're not good friends, that they're fake as fuck, that they're not loyal. I'm a fucking Capricorn, bitch. I'm the definition of a loyal friend. Don't you ever fucking play with me. Don't you ever fucking play with me. Like, bitch, I'm loyal to a fault. You know what? I'm also making this video too because I'm happy that my bitch is coming back. I really feel like all of this is God's plan. I am just so happy to have somebody else on my team that I can glow up with, baby. Because when I tell you I'm ready to get to work, I'm ready to get to work. When my sis comes home, the glow up, it begins. So stay tuned because I'm coming for you. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know how you guys feel about this, because honestly, I don't know why I'm so bothered. I'm just like, what did I do to you, bitch? What did I do to you to where I'm still on your mind like 3 months later? What the fuck did I do to you? Leave me alone, bitch. Stalker, bitch. Okay. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Till next time.